Hello friends, good morning and welcome to this new class. I hope you are all following it very meticulously or following up the lessons and so on. I hope you remember also what we were studying yesterday. We were studying about the industry or how the system functions or what are the requirement in order to start an industry in a particular place and so on. And for today we shall study about an industrial region which are called industrial regions. That means certain regions are very suitable for starting an industry, therefore many people come and start industry there. That's why it is called industrial region. Maybe because labor is very cheap, transportation is available, the water is available, power is available, communication facilities available. So when all these facilities are available there, many companies or many people want to come and start their industry. So that area will become very favorable for starting industry. Such kind of regions are called industrial region. There will be not just one industry, but there will be several industries will be there because everything is favorable there. So let us see in the textbook, page number 52. Industrial regions emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other and share the benefits of their closeness. So, industrial regions emerge, you can underline in your textbook. Industrial regions emerge when a number of industries locate close to each other. So they are not keeping very far away, they are near. One industry is here, nearby another industry is there, then next to that another industry is there. Because this place is very suitable and therefore many people come and settle down there. They start their factories, industries and so on. And so they share the closeness, they share the benefit of closeness. If they stay together or stay nearby, they have lot of benefits are there, advantages are there, because they can share the expense also. For example, if 3, 4, 5 industries are here in one region, then they all need transportation. They can make road together, so the expense can be shared. If there is only one industry, that fellow alone has to meet all the expenses of making roads, bringing communication, bringing power supply, all that. So suppose there are 4 or 5 industries or even more, then all of them can work together, cooperate together and share the expenses and get all the facilities. That is the advantage of having a closeness, having industry in an industrial region. Then major industrial regions in the world are Eastern North America. So in the eastern part of the North America, many industries are there. That is because the facilities are available there. Many people go and start industries there. So also the Western and the Central Europe. The Western Europe and the Central Europe, there is also lot of industries are there. So these regions like eastern part of North America, then western and central part of Europe, then eastern Europe and eastern Asia. So all these places are very comfortable or very suitable for starting of an industry. Therefore many people have started their industry there, and that area, that region has become an industrial region. Then major industrial regions tend to be located in the temperament areas near seaports and especially near coalfields. So most of these industrial regions, they look for, though all the facilities are not available, at least they look for some of the important facilities. One of the things that they look for is the area should be temperate. That means not too hot and not too cold in a moderate climate. That is the one thing that they look for. The place should be moderate. If it is too hot, they will find very difficult. The workers will not be able to do the work. The water will dry up, and the power supply may not be regular, and so on. But in a region where there is moderate rainfall, the temperature will not be too low or too high. The people also will be able to live in a very comfortable state. And so that is one thing. Then second thing that they are looking for is that the facility or seaport. Seaport means where the ship is able to come near to the sea. Everywhere, India's a lot of sea coasts are there, but everywhere ship cannot come. So we need to prepare the seaport. The place should be prepared nicely so that the ship can come closer to the sea. Otherwise, the ship will get stuck up in the sand and will not be able to move. So the place should be prepared nicely. So in India we have like Cochin, we have shipyard is there. Then Bombay, Kolkata. So such kind of places are there where this shipyard is there or seaport is there. So near the seaport, people like to start their industry. What is the reason? Because they can buy the raw materials and bring by ship. Ship is very cheap transportation method. If they bring by bus or truck or something, it will be very expensive. But water transport is the cheapest mode of transport. Therefore, they look for the facility of seaport. And also after finishing the product, they can sell it to abroad for exporting. They can export by ship. That will be cheap again. If they send by aeroplane and so to other countries, it will be very costly and their profit will be very less. So therefore, they will send it by ship. It may take a little longer time, but the expense is less. So they prefer to have the seaport nearby. Then also they prefer to start their industry near coal field. So coal is used for as a raw material or as a source of power. Where the electricity is not there, they will be able to use this coal for as a source of power. So in the industrial regions, so we can imagine why these places have become an industrial region. We have already said which are the industrial regions. They are Eastern North America, Western and Central America, Europe, then Eastern Europe and Eastern Asia. These are the places in the world which is named as industrial regions. Why they have taken this place to start industry? Because of these facilities available. The seaports are available. Then the climate is very temperate. Then also coal fields are available. So all these things are available there. Therefore, they start this industry there, and that area has become an industrial region because many people came and settled down there to start their industry and so on. So that area will be like a big town now. Huge population will be there. So that is the advantage of being in an industrial region. You can see in your map also, you see some black spots are there. So where this black ink is there, that is called industrial regions. And this the brown color, that is the industrial belt. You can see they are together, isn't it? Starting from here, it is coming up to here, then here also. So where the industries are there, that is together region. That is why it is called industrial belt. It is called belt, moving in one line. Then India has several industrial regions like Mumbai, Pune cluster. So let us come to our own country, India. What is the situation in India with regard to the industry? Do we have enough industries and so on? So India has got many industrial regions are there. For example, Mumbai, Pune. From Mumbai to Pune, in that line, a lot of people have started different industries. Then in the Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region, there also a lot of industries are there in the Bangalore, Tamil Nadu region. Then there is also Chota Nagpur Industrial Belt, Visakhapatnam Guntur Belt, Gurgaon Delhi Meerut region, and Kollam Tirunelveli Industrial Cluster. So these are the areas or regions where there are industries in India. That is once again, it is Mumbai Pune cluster, that is the main place, because Mumbai there is seaport is there, therefore Mumbai and Pune, between Mumbai and Pune, that has become an industrial area. Then also in Bangalore, Tamil Nadu, between Bangalore and Tamil Nadu, or Bangalore and Chennai, in that belt, in that region, a lot of industries are there. Then also in the Hooghly region, Hooghly is where? In West Bengal, Calcutta. So that region there is seaport is there, therefore that area also has to become business place or industrial place. Then in between Ahmedabad and Baroda region, between Ahmedabad and Baroda also a lot of industries are there. Then Chota Nagpur Industrial Belt, the area where Chota Nagpur plain is there, and there also a lot of industries are there. Then Visakhapatnam Guntur, that is in Andhra Pradesh. Between Visakhapatnam and Guntur, there is another industrial belt is there. Then Gurgaon Delhi Meerut. So Gurgaon is in Haryana, Delhi Meerut. So in that line also a lot of industries are set up. And another place is between Kollam and Trivandrum, that is in Kerala. Between these two places, Kollam and Kerala, also a lot of industries are there. So these are the places where industries are located in India. Now we know when we build up an industry, a lot of things are produced there. Some of them are very unhygienic. The laborers who are there, they get sick gradually. Their health becomes weaker and weaker. And some places it is a lot of poisonous things are produced, poisonous gases are there, and so on. So it is also very dangerous, injurious to health. And let us see some examples where people suffer because of this industry. People have suffered, they have lost their life, they have lost their health, and so on. Let us see some of the industrial disaster. Disaster means the great tragedy that happened. In India also it happened. So in industries, accidents or disasters mainly occur due to the technical failure or irresponsible handling of hazardous material. So in the industries, the accidents sometimes take place or disasters sometimes take place, and it is mainly because of technical failure. Sometimes the machine fails, or sometimes something gets spoiled and the gas starts leaking, or the poisonous gas comes out, and so on. Or sometimes it is because of irresponsible behavior. The people who are responsible for it, every company will have people who are responsible, inspectors, managers. They are all supposed to check the machines always, supposed to make sure that everything is going on in the proper way, and so on. Suppose they are irresponsible, they say even if it gets spoiled, I don't care. So such kind of behavior also can happen or can cause the disaster. So let's see one of them. One of the worst industrial disasters of all time occurred in Bhopal on 3rd December 1984. So in 1984, there was a great industrial disaster in Bhopal in Madhya Pradesh. It was in 1984. So already some 30, 40, going to be 40 years. And it happened around happened 12:30 a.m. at midnight. Just after 12 o'clock it happened. It was a technical accident in which highly poisonous methyl isonate gas along with hydrogen cyanide and other reaction products leaked out of the pesticide factory of Union Carbide. So in Bhopal there was a factory. They were producing pesticides for the farmers to use in the field. They were producing pesticides and they were producing this poisonous thing called methyl insane along with hydrogen cyanide. So this poisonous gas, that is what they were producing in order to make the pesticide. That was their intention. Then what happened then? The gas started leaking out and a lot of people were there inside, and even people who were living nearby, they also suffered that this poisonous gas started leaking out, and all those who were breathing this poisonous gas, they lost their life. Some of them became handicapped, some of them became sick forever, and so on. And the official death toll was 3,598. So according to the official report, how many people died by breathing this poisonous gas? 3,598 in 1989. So it was happened in 1984, and after 5 years they took the census. They calculated the death toll after 5 years. Then it was reached up to 3,598 people had died, and thousands who survived still suffer from one or many ailments like blindness, impaired immune system, gastrointestinal disorders, and so on. So officially we can say 3,598 people died. But we see there are many people who did not die, but they are permanently sick. Some of them became blind because of breathing this poisonous gas. Their eyes were affected. Their brain is affected, and accordingly they lost the eyesight. Some of them became impaired immune system. Their immune system became impaired. Immune system means the resistance power of the body to resist the unwanted elements, the virus and so from outside. Our body can resist. Natural power is there, natural capacity is there for our body to resist the virus of different sicknesses. But because of breathing this poisonous gas, people lost that immune system, and therefore when the virus attacked them, virus or fever or whatever may be, different sicknesses come and the people have no resistance power, they immediately become sick. So the immune system was completely damaged of the people. Then gastrointestinal disorder. Many people got a problem in their stomach or in the intestine. The problem began. A lot of disorders, a lot of gas problems are there in the stomach. So the people are still suffering. The things happened so many years ago, but still the people are suffering there. People who were affected at that time. So many people lost their life and they continue to suffer because of various sicknesses. Then let us come to know about another incident. So this one just happened in our own country and our own people suffered. Now let us see about another incident that happened somewhere. So in another incident on 23rd December 2005. So this happened in recent years, just 15 years ago. Due to gas well blowout in Gao Chongqing, China. So this happened in China the place called Gaokyo, Chongqing, China. Then 243 people died. So here, how many people died? 243 people died. Remember, in India it was almost 3,600, but here 243 people died. Then 9,000 were injured. So very huge number of people, 9,000 people were injured, and 64,000 people were evacuated. Evacuated means shipped from one place to another. So people could not stay there, so they tried to remove the people from here to move them to safer place. That is called evacuation. So 64,000 people were removed from that area where this accident took place. Many people died because they were unable to run after the explosion. So there was an explosion in that factory and people were not able to run. Because of that, many people died. Those who could not escape in time suffered burns in their eyes. So people who could not run away from there, people who maybe older people, sick people and so on, so they remained there and they suffered a lot of burn in their body. Their skins were burned, their flesh were burned and so on, and their eyes were burned, skin, lungs, everything was filled with this gas, poisonous gas. So it was a dangerous thing for them. So that happened in our neighboring country, China. Then when we start this industry, people should be able to know what they are producing. Is it a dangerous thing that they are producing? So if it is, then they have to take a lot of precaution. They should be aware anytime accident can take place and people should be removed from there to the safer place. So all that facility should be there. They cannot say, oh, we never thought it will happen. They cannot take chance. They have to be fully prepared. So let us see some of the means or measures that are to be taken in order to ensure there is safety in the industrial region. So densely populated residential area should be separated far away from the industrial area. So we said where an industry started, that area becomes a town. People come and settle down there. Hotels and shops and so many other facilities come up there and it will become a crowded place. So the rule is that where we start industry, the nearby place, people should not be there. People should be little far away. If it is very close to the people, to the town, then so many people will be affected in case of there is an accident. So it should be far away from the people, from the town. Then people staying in the vicinity of industry. Vicinity means nearby. People who are staying nearby the industrial place should be aware about the storage of toxins or hazardous substances and their possible effects in case if an accident occurs. So people should be aware about what kind of factory is there, what kind of industry is there, what are the things that they are producing, or what are the raw materials that they are storing in. Is it a poisonous gas? Is it a dangerous thing? If there is an accident takes place, what will happen? Will our health be affected? So all the things should be told to the people. People should be aware about that. Suddenly it should not come and strike them. They should be aware about a possible danger in case there is an accident. So people should be aware about it. They should be able to escape, run to a safer place when there is an accident. In the case of China, we said people were not able to move. That is why more people died. So such kind of things should not happen. We should be very well prepared. Then fire warning and fighting system should be improved. So every industry should have fire warning. That means in case of an accident, there should be a warning should be there. Warning siren should be there. So people who listen to this warning siren, they will be able to know there is an accident and they will be able to vacate the place and move to a safer place. And there should be fire fighting system also should be there. In case there is a fire, building is catching fire, then there should be firefighters should be there to put out the fire. Lot of instruments should be there in order to fight this fire, to put off this fire and save the people and the property. Then storage capacity of toxic substances should be limited. So if they are storing for their production as a raw material, if they are producing or keeping something which is very toxic, which is very poisonous, then they should not store too much things. In case there is a leakage, everything will be leaked out and people's health, life will be in danger. So they should keep only a little bit what is they require. When it is over, bring again. That should be the policy. They should not store in a very huge quantity. Then the pollution dispersion qualities in the industry should be improved. So a lot of pollutions are taking place in the factory. When they are producing something, a lot of dust, a lot of waste, everything is coming out. The air is polluted, water is polluted, the surrounding area is polluted by noise and so on. So there should be the facility should be there in the industry in order to reduce all these pollution, be it air, water or noise, water may be the pollution. There should be some system should be there. They should be able to reduce the pollution rate so that people will be able to live a very healthy life. So we shall wind up for today. So you need to read this lesson again and need to understand about the industrial disasters and where these industries are established and so on. Then you will be able to know more and more and understand properly. So thank you for listening. Have a nice day.